Whoa, 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 I'm on fire. Oh, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, sis. Good morning, sisters. Good morning, Mama Ann. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing this morning? Look, y'all, I'm still in PJs because it is definitely gonna be a PJ kind of day. You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of them days, y'all. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. I kid y'all. Nah. I remember when I could go. I could go. Now we saw what happened when I went to Vegas. I went and then it took me a week to recover the body. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to stay up for 4 days, huh? You want to think you just that grown, huh? Okay. Okay. And it's like you gonna sleep. You gonna sleep for hours and hours, day on in, day on out. Jenny, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm like, but Hansi, I worked all them hours this weekend. Yeah, I worked them. Yeah, and I worked them on my feet. Didn't sit down, didn't, I worked them. Then I had the nerve, the day before I worked them, to stay out like I was still 19, kicking the bobo, celebrating, saluting and toasting and, you know what I mean? All night. Girl, my body yesterday was like a baby. You know how a baby drink a bottle and then they burping and they can't barely hold their eyes open? You know how a baby get their diaper changed and they going straight to sleep? You know how a baby, if it's so much as rock or you rub on their hair just a little bit, they passing out? That was me yesterday. I can't lie. Crazy cat mama, how you doing? How you doing? How's your king doing? Feel the love. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, so yesterday I was in and out of sleep, but hunty. Like I said, ain't no shame in my game, baby. Ain't no simping in this pimping over here. And honey, so I'm a tuber. I'm a YouTuber. I be tubing. You be clubbing, I be tubing. So I be watching a lot of YouTube. I watch most of the stuff I watch on YouTube, whether it's content creators or I'm watching TV shows on YouTube, movies on YouTube, learning how to do stuff on YouTube. So I'm always tubing. I'm always tubing. And then there's days I don't even come on the tube. And if I do, it's just to go push play onto somebody's stuff so it could be in my continued watchings. And I stop in and say replay squad. Some days I do that. Some days you gotta do that. But some days, every time I'm turning on something, I'm turning on YouTube to see what's happened, who's on, what they said, who said what, when did they say it, and why did they say it? Why did they say it? The who, the what, the why, I always want to know. I'm always playing Clue on this mofo. Y'all don't be playing YouTube Clue? You better. You better, because I play well. I play well. We have Clue nights. You know what I'm saying? It's a Clue game, right? But yeah, I was on that tube yesterday. Hunt. First, I seen my sis come on, Mimsy. And I said, wait a minute, y'all. Since when in these wars, man, we so mad, y'all, that the people I want to get the most is your kids. Now, the one thing about if you going for somebody's kids, we really in war now. Now we ain't in no play game no more. To see any games we was in, they just stopped because we just got super personal. Like we sleeping together personal. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we really got real personal now. And I'm like, so can I judge your reactions? I can't, cause ain't no telling what I do. I don't even want to know. It's buffering. But just in case you can, yesterday when Jag's thing was buffering, she kept saying they cutting me off and putting me back on. Girl, no, you're buffering now, girl. It's just doing a little buffering now. You're just taking it too far. You just taking it too far, because she is definitely 80% of what I saw from yesterday to waking up past midnight this morning. Like, as the jag turns. As the jag turns, auntie. I can't. I can't. I ain't. I won't. But yeah, when I seen that, I said, oh no, not my Minzy. But I can't even lie. Then I fell asleep. And then I woke up. Um, I seen my Heidi. My Heidi was on there talking about, because when she switched it, that's how I was watching. Like I said, I was watching me first. Like I said, I went to sleep and woke up many a times yesterday. So I watched Danny first. Then yeah, then Mims came on. So these are all in and outs. Then Heidi came on. Then I watched. Like I said, I was tubing yesterday. Dang, who else did I watch yesterday? Oh, then I watched Sean. Then I watched Jaguar. Oh, she's in between that. Jag. Then I watched Goomba on Instagram. And then and then the last one I watched was Official King Bangs. Good morning, Sister Tina. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. And then I watched King Fame, but like I said, and I watched Brooke. And you ever watch something later and you wonder how I didn't see all this before? That's why sometimes when we rewatching an old live, because I do that on my own. Sometimes I just go and what's so amazing about most of these creators, the stuff that is telling you everything is right there in the pages, and then they'll be mad. Like somebody went to a secret group and got it. No, I watched the video. And the video and the video popped up. And speaking about watching videos and the video popped up, I was thinking yesterday when watching Brooks, I was thinking do you all remember when Sherelle and Perry told us that Amber had been going in different chats saying they were married before John Yates Cody asked were they married? That they that she had been saying it before because she had the blueprint. Y'all gotta remember this, the blueprint. No, y'all. No, hear me out when I say it. The blueprint of their home. And that she had told them that she knew for a fact, because she had the blueprint, that when Perry was sitting in the kitchen, y'all remember he sat in the kitchen? Right next to the refrigerator, so you go grab him a nice cold Heineken whenever he liked. Do y'all don't remember that? And you hear the dog bark, and I mean, anybody with ears would notice you can hear that echo of that same dog in her background, even though she's in there with those doors closed. But who cared? I never cared. I knew they had something, because you could tell when women seemed to be flirting because they didn't know when he first came on. If he was with somebody, you could tell her disposition. I knew. I thought, no, they got something with each other. Something going on. Something's going on. But anyway, she said she had the blueprint of their crib. Do you remember that same couple were the same people who let us know also? Her husband, he's a techie. He goes all into these computers and people's business, and she hacks, and she's this and she's everywhere. And no. Don't you think it was nobody else who did it? It was her. So that leads me to this part of my conversation about that. Like we're watching Brooks Live yesterday, you know what I'm saying? With um with Mims, with the major lawsuits that's on all of them from her, with all that going on, it made me think like, girl, this is the game you've been playing for real forever, the whole time. And one of the games you play is like getting into it and throwing big names. So word on the curb is that Amber wants Sherelle to meet Ski Mask. Does Ski Mask want to meet Perry? Because Ski Mask just within the last 24 hours, I saw this on Brooks, 90 Days on Blast. Check it out. On Brooks. Just within the last 24 hours, Ski Mask was because I don't watch him. Ski Mask was just dropping N bombs and how he hate the ends and he hate the ends and he hate the ends. Figure out what N that is. You could put an A on it, you could put an R on it, you could strong R it, you could whatever you want to do with it. But he was N bombing. And so guess who was in the chat? Who else? Who else? His bestie. So Sherelle, you tied with that for real? Because you should pause from everything you doing and think about it. She keeps throwing your name with that name. Sherelle, he's John Yates 6.0. Forget 2.0. 2.0 would be nice. Let me see what y'all up in here saying. Let me see what y'all up in here saying. You know what I mean? And yes, yes. Man, it was on fire. It was on fire. It was on fire. Yeah, the blueprint. The blueprint. She had the blueprint. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. You ain't even got to give me your full address. Give me a location. Give me a general area. What's your neighborhood mall? Where's your closest Walgreens? I beat you there. You know what I'm saying? What? I don't need your blueprint. Don't want your blueprint. That's some old in the movie type shit. It's like when Jaguar sitting up there talking about she got a picture of a head of a horse, and then on the other side, a broken heart. And it was a children playing, holding hands. I said, girl, wait. And girl, wait. And then she told us, that's coming from the mob. I said, so they stopped putting real horses in your bed? Because it would be a horse head, I thought, in your bed. I didn't know it was a picture of a horse. It was a picture of a horse? Oh, why they do that at? What's scary about that? I'd squat over that picture and take a shit. A picture of a horse? Is it a picture of a horse? I would play what? Hold on to your love. Hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Y'all already know what time it is. I had to get this. I feel like it's a bored kind of day. But yeah, I remember that. She had the blueprint. She had the blueprint. But now you're gonna introduce. I want to see that. I want to see. I promise you, that's a live with her on it. I'ma watch. I'ma watch the live where she's with Sherelle and Ski Mask drop in and Perry's sitting on there and they all talking. What they gonna be talking about? Love after lockup. What they gonna be talking about? I want to know what the topic gonna be. Black men in America. What's the topic gonna be? Are they gonna allow her to bring her whole racist squad on there with her? Baby, but I ain't got no team on time. Shit. And if anybody got something to say about the horse I drew, take it up with the mob that drew it for me, that sent it to me, okay? You take it up with them. Don't take it up with me because if Jag getting horse heads, I am too. Hold on. She said it was kids playing in the park after dark. Okay. So we gonna have them kids playing in the park after dark. They was holding hands, she said, right? I want to make sure my kids are holding hands too. I don't just want her kids holding hands. Did she say how many kids was in there? Oh, and they said it was a broken heart. And then was it a message on the top? Well, mine gonna have a different message than hers. Okay. Well, guys, looks like they might be going all around YouTube like the pizzas. Because I just got one too. Can you guys see it? Hold on, let me get this message about me here. Get this up here. Because I don't want nobody to miss this thread I just got. This YouTube thread. I'm gonna hold the board from the side so I don't get no fingerprints on it because I want to make sure you see this before I turn this into the FBI. And can y'all read this terrible message of fear put in my heart? It said, "You get one too." Oh my goodness. Jag, what have you started? Does everybody get one? And hold on. Oh, shoot. Sorry. My horse is going to be a little scary. So just in case I didn't know that there wasn't a whole horse in the picture, they made sure they let me know that it was going down. It was going down. Virgie, see how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? She said the mob sent her a letter on a piece of paper. Oh, and you know what? They double-sided it too. It was like one side kids playing with their hearts broken, and the other side a horse. I knew I shouldn't have put that deadly letter. Now they after me. Let me put it up one more time. Hey y'all, if something happening to my page, y'all just remember I got this morning. Mm-hmm. 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 Report that now. Nobody's even there, and I'm report it. Report it. Tina, I love you too. I better be careful. I better give out all my love to y'all today, because when you're getting letters like that, shit could get real fast. You know what I mean? A lot of real up in here. It's real fast. You know, makes me nervous just saying how real that is. But so that was one of the. Oh, but that was Jag too. That was Jag 48 hours ago. The first 48. Right now, I'm gonna go backwards on her. The last thing I seen on Jaguar right before I went back to sleep until this morning after midnight was Jag on Official King Pain. And honey, when the king is in the building, y'all know I got mad love and respect for King Pain. I didn't just get it yesterday. So, but honey, he had Jag up on there, and girl. Cause see, I'm gonna go backwards. This is just the last thing. Jag was up there spewing more hate about her husband and more he this and he that, he this and he that, but yet you still want him. He this and he that, he this and he that, he this and he that. And honey, Jag's husband's girlfriend came up on the panel. She was in the chat typing from his phone. Honey, she came up. Jag wouldn't even let her talk. Jag was, oh, your kids this. Oh, yo, and he told me this. Now, here's one thing I'm finna tell y'all about a man and a woman. They all done told somebody they pillow talking with about another person, thinking these two people may never talk. And most times, 9 times out of 10, these people will never talk. But if they do, and you that mofo that spew everything they said to you, honey, you thought it was the gospel? What you thought when he laid down with you, he's gonna tell you, man, let me tell you something. When it come to in the bedroom, she was better. When it come to cooking, she could do it. But you think that's what he's gonna tell you? No, he not. He not. He shouldn't. He shouldn't even feel obligated to have to tell you that. Because that ain't gonna help your ego. How about we not talking about them, period? How about that? That's what you should tell somebody. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about what they did bad to you or good to you. Because whatever it is they did to you, good or bad, it led you here. Because now this is where you're at. So, anyway. But Jag gets to tell an old girl, like, yeah, he said this about your daddy. He said your daddy didn't even like you. He said this. And I'm going to give it to a girl. She's like, he probably didn't. She was like, he said you was a hoe. She was like, I fuck who I want. I am a hoe. What? I said, girl, get it. Get it. So if she is all these things, it really don't matter, because if your man told you he was all that and he's laid up with her, okay, Sarah. It don't really matter. It really don't matter. I can sorry. I almost went to some psychodrama. But anyway, because there's some psychodrama. Like, what? But anyway. So she going, but Jack is just screaming over. So then she say, I get Goomba. Goomba get up, y'all. He ain't got no shirt on. So all we see is just, skin. It's skin on skin on skin. We see skin. And Goomba says he just woke up. So now I ain't know she was there. But here's what I know. You're laying very close to her, because she didn't go walk down the room. She didn't get up and we heard her walking to go get Goomba. She said, you want me to get Goomba? Hold on. Hey, Goomba. Like, almost like he's sitting right next to you, you're tapping on his skin, baby. Because if he ain't got no shirt on, I guarantee, because you ain't on camera, you ain't dressed neither. And I guarantee y'all are in a bed or something, or on the couch. But you ain't sitting at the kitchen table. He ain't sleep at the kitchen table, is he? So anyway, so Goomba says he just woke up. And Jag translates that to, she stole his phone. But while Goomba's on the phone, Jag says, so you gave her your code? And she says, he did. And he don't say, I didn't. So here's the thing. If you give somebody your code, they didn't steal it to get into it. You gave them access to it. And they could just go in it nilly-dilly. Because giving them the code gives them access to when they want to go in it. That's why they got the code. They can go in it. So if he giving her the code but wasn't giving you the code, honey, that ought to tell you something right there. Then time out. Let me tell you something. I got something to say about the old chick. Once you cut off with somebody, see, once you break up with somebody, ain't no, but it was just yesterday we broke up. It's over. And one thing about over means it didn't just happen yesterday. I decided it was over. I've been started giving up on you. So all those people who say, man, I can't believe you got another relationship right after. Baby, no relationship ends in one day. Didn't nobody wake up in the last 24 hours just say, I just don't want to be with you and I got to go. This was something that was going on. They was packing their mental mind, their physical shit up a long time ago, sweetie. And that's for me to do it to you, the truth. And as sad as it is, no, I don't want to see somebody break up with me or move out with me and tomorrow be with somebody else. But I got to know that it didn't just all happen because of yesterday. Everything didn't start yesterday. Their relationship didn't start yesterday. And our relationship demise didn't start yesterday. They just weren't man or woman enough to come tell me they were done. So they dragged me on till they moved on. They did me like you're supposed to do jobs. You don't leave a job till you got another job. They was doing you like that. And that's wrong, but that's the reality. So back to Goomba. So this woman is from his past. He was with this woman. So whether she a hoe, skank, slut, tramp, trick, he was with this woman for 5 years. He was with her for 5 years. And so they got a history with each other. And he told Jag, all these kids, one mind, blah, blah, blah. But like she said with him there, and he went to come say it back, that she knew he was sterile and that he couldn't have kids when they were together. And he wanted to go along with tell his family that because he didn't want them on his back about that he was with a woman having kids by somebody else. And people do that. It's mad people who've done that. It's mad men who met a woman and she was pregnant, they got up with her, and that kid that she has, people think, oh, of course it's his. Because it's years later and he's been there the kid's whole life. So I mean, it happens all the time. It's men who claim kids even when they break up with people and them not their kids. Happens all the time. But if you really being a father to them, I don't complain or say that's wrong. Do you, boo? Do you, boo? But uh said the letter. Which one? Oh, you didn't see the letter when she had the picture from the mom? But yeah, so she was on there last night. So the girl keep coming back up. So then so she's still drawn into that, but he telling her it's over. We not legally married. You know what I mean? It's over. We done. Blasey bleezy. And the girl is saying, oh, the whole truth finna come out. The truth finna come out. How you got that crib and I can't stand. I call her Lil Jag. I can't stand the whole other name, Legina. Like, come on, just say Angela. You don't play with the like. It ain't Samaj. Samaj is Jane spelled backwards. But come on, it ain't Samaj. It's not. Anyway, Samaj I like. I think it sounds different, but to know it's anyway. Jared's talk. I get Jared. Good morning. Good morning. Um. But no, what else happened on that? So then he basically is telling her, like, it's over, do you? And she's doing like, oh, I got them. Because he's like, where you get the money to go into place? Now, let me tell you something. If you listen to, because I'm going backwards now, because this was the last thing I heard. But even when you listen to Gerald, what I'm noticing, even when you watch his Instagram lives he's been doing since he left her, I'm used to seeing Gerald sitting in the car just making facial expressions off of what she's saying. You know what I mean? Which leads me, because I'm gonna go back and forth with this. But so now we're hearing him talk nonstop. So now people can say, oh, I've talked to him on the phone and he's just like that. He talks, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. Okay, but once again, you probably talked to him and heard him like that when she's not over talking him. When she's not even giving him the space to say anything. She's loading questions and accusations at him at one time, but he's supposed to answer them all at once. So now I'm seeing him just in a whole different light. Because I mean, this whole time, it's been times he's talked. I'm not gonna say he hasn't. You know what I mean? We've seen his interviews and all this, but he got all that dirt, and she know it. And she know it, and he know just how she operate, just how she operate. But what I see is, no matter what he's told you, the reason he kept talking is what y'all better know about somebody. That man or that woman that keep talking about somebody else, I don't give a damn if they talking about them bad. Usually it's the opposite. It's not they don't want them no more. It's they want them. It's not they couldn't stand a relationship. It's they kind of want that back. And they comparing everything to it. You better be careful. You better be careful. You better be careful about them ex nexus, them people that be talking about them person still. You with them and you giving them love and they telling you about how bad this person was. Well, you in something good. Why are we still there? Why are you still there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you know the song? Say your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you sitting here spewing like, oh, when I met him, she had cheated on him. They had been broke up for 6 months, and that's when I got up with him. Girl, then you already telling me they weren't even completely done. And then you was engaged when you got up with him. Oh, it don't sound like you wasn't complete. That's why y'all cheat on each other. So you can't be mad. I can't be telling you how I cheated on you and be talking about something you better not cheat on me. Who does this? So that was the last thing. But Jag was on a roll yesterday. She was on a roll. But Goomba said on his thing, if you paid attention, when he came up on Sean Davy Ways panel yesterday, when he came up there, and Jack was up there. He said you squatting, you got the code to that keypad. So you know how in a place for rent you go to with the realtor and stuff and they have a code to get in there? Apparently she got the code to the keypad. Jack, why didn't you walk us through? And y'all, I don't know. Y'all gotta watch these lives. Go watch these lives. Hey, if you don't watch them, I just gave you a recap. Look, and just a recap on the part about Jag that we talking about. Listen, Jag was sitting outside that house with baby Jag in the back and literally little Jag in the front because that's her child. Um, when she started talking magnolias, I see magnolias, I see this, I see that. No joke. Let's reenact this. I'm gonna be little Jag in the back. They supposed now remember they done pulled over in front of this house that they're comparing to when she had the mansion. Now, so they done pulled in front of this house. And I'm little Jag in the back. And she talking, oh my God, I see magnolias. I see this, I see that, I see this. No, first she talking about all this stuff. And they, because she just spewing about stuff. And, I decided I'm going to do this because I decided I'm going to kill more than one. I'm going to kill all these birds with one stone. So we're over here looking at the house we're going to get. Yes, Gerald, the house we were going to get with you. We're here. Now, look, they never even moved. We're sitting outside. So then she starts talking to them. Yeah, guys, you know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing magnolias. She look over out the window and she looks back at Jag and like smirk. Cause they probably was sitting in front of a Dunkin' Donuts. They probably was sitting in front of the freeway. You know what I'm saying? But she said, I picture magnolias. And even her son, even little Jag Jr. for real, he looked out the window like, where she put these magnolias lined up? And then she was like, I'm picturing it because they was thinking like, where you see this magnolias? They said, girl, now if you gonna take us on your fantasy island, let us know. You know what I mean? Come on. If you gonna give us a car load of crazy, then please let me know I'm going. So she's just a talking and she's spewing out all kind of stuff. And I love her son Sam. And honestly, I've loved him since I saw him on the Tasha K interview. I really do. Because I feel like he gave a better representation of himself than his mother ever did before we ever saw him on Tasha K. I would have thought that child was unable to do anything. I would have thought he was running around looking like, she was talking about he was flooding up to his kneecaps. People was walking down the street singing, pull down your pants or pull up your ankles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what the hell? He wasn't having haircuts for 8-9 months. We seen him. And when we seen him on Tasha K, he wasn't saying with her. So, it wasn't, she didn't get him changed. Oh, I forgot they must have fixed him up for the interview. Oh, okay. He was very articulate. He was very good in speaking for himself. And what's different about when you saw him interview with Tasha K and when we just saw him interview with his mother in the car yesterday? He seemed like he just was talking and giving us a conversation when he was with Tasha K. He didn't seem pressured. He didn't seem like he was being made to think too fast or too slow, whatever it might have been. But when he was in the car with his mother yesterday, I was getting some vibes. Here's one of the vibes. Remember when he says, in 2015, it's reminding me of 2015 with my dad. With 2015. And she said, what? Wait, he was like, it's reminding me of somebody else. She was like, what? Who? He was like, 2015 with my dad. She was like, when he was messing with old girl Brandy and then messing with Susu Boopy, and then he got on the line with Chucky Bop Bop, and he was like, yes, it reminds me of all that. And all I kept thinking was, wait a minute, shorty, because I love to put a kid back in the kid's place. Wait a minute, shorty, in 2015, which is 8 years ago, you were 12, 13. You should have been nowhere in the equation today. I don't care if your parent was cheating in your face. That should have been nothing you were a part of that you could, years later, from 12, name me the people, name me when they called, tell me what city they lived in. I know he lived in Chicago at that time. But here's my thing. Who had you that deep in it? Your mama? But one thing I know about kids, if you sit around him as an adult and keep saying the same story, oh, he cheated with Rebecca, Rebecca, they gonna know the story like you know the story. But they're gonna know it from your perspective. And I don't put no child in no adult's place. My kids, even if a man cheating on me and he came in to talk about it, like, oh, remember that day you didn't come home? I'd stop him in his tracks. Sweetie, hold on, boo. Hold on to your love for real, because you're going too far. But no, she didn't. She went over to ask her son for some co-signing. Didn't you tell us when Tasha K was talking to him that she was taking advantage of him? That he'll almost just say anything because, you'll confuse him, but then you'll sit there and do it. But anyway, so your son was telling us how in 2015, he went through this same thing. Oh, you went through the same thing of the reason you know your mom, your daddy, stepdaddy, any man in your mama's life was cheating is because she's telling you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, Tiana, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. I was like, wait, this is confusing. But then there were parts when Jaguar was telling such a fantasy island. She was so far up fantasy island that he started cracking up laughing. And then when Goomba asked, why are y'all back in the car? Because Goomba know the car song and dance. Let me tell you something. When Goomba's, see, this is what I'm telling y'all. Goomba's new chick is really his old chick. And they saying I'm not boyfriend and girlfriend because they have no titles on each other right now. But they getting back in their chemistry. They getting back in what they do. They getting back in messing with each other. They just sleeping together now. They just hanging. They looking out. She looking out for him right now because they got a relationship. So whether that relationship's platonic or physical or whatever it is, it's a relationship they have with each other. But when she was saying Goomba is broke, he's a broken man and he's broke right now. And she was like, at first I was understanding you because I've been with him and I've watched him be like what you're saying. She said, but when you started going for my kids, but Jag was so busy, I don't need you to be a fan. We don't want you in it. Listen to what she's saying to you. But she was saying he broke as a joke. And so are you, Jag. But she didn't need to tell me Jag and it was broke. And just like when Goon was, y'all back in the car, and she was, we in the car because we got to go to Dallas, and we got to do this, and we got to come back, and we got to go back and go to, hey, Jack, why didn't you even get out the car and walk us up the pathway to the crib? Because, see, Goomba ain't showed us where he living at, but more than once he been outside of where we could see what type of house structures are in the area and the one he's standing in front of as he's getting in the car. And he get to not live. You know why he feel free? Because he don't get to have to live in a car. Then you talking about you gonna get this dog. And he was busting that at you ain't never getting the dog back. That ain't happening. We knew that though. Everybody knew that. And then you was on there. You keep saying you want old girls' kids to go to foster care and be abused. Time out, shorty. And this is for Jag. First thing is you insult. Yeah, there's lots of abuse in the foster care system. There's lots of abuse in the with the children in there, but there's lots of good homes that are fostering. There's lots of good people that kids get to come through in the foster care system. But you keep downing like you want some shorties to be abused. But see, I remember when you first came on the internet, your big story was how you were abused when you were young. So why would you want that for somebody? Like, who would want that? I wouldn't even have to be abused when I was young to know I would want that for nobody. I wouldn't be, no matter, once again, how mad I am at this chick, her kids don't deserve this. Me even putting it in the atmosphere, I want that to happen to them. Like, who does that? You do. And then you kept on saying, I'm about to be a widow. I'm going to enjoy it while I piss on your grave. That's implying that you know for a fact he's going to pass before you. But you ain't married to him, chick. You ain't going to be a widow. You'd be a suspect that there was any foul play in his, you know what I'm saying, in his early demise. That's what you'd be. Like, the things you spew out your mouth. The power of the tongue, yo. And I don't mean because your tongue powerful. I mean, all our tongues are powerful. They the things that separate life and death from the power of our mouth, our tongue. What we saying. Craig. But yeah, so Jag was all over the universe. But I'm like, why don't she get out the car? And they all start walking toward the door. Why don't she hold the camera down toward her feet, but let us listen to the sound of her unlocking the door? We ain't gonna see that. Y'all came up in a place squat free. Why didn't Lil Jag, I mean, I'm sorry. La Legina, why didn't she go live showing us from her new bedroom? Even she just showed us the ceilings. Because people be killing me. If I show you the structure of this house, you're going to know where it is. They got the blueprint too? They got the blueprint too? I can give y'all the blueprint for what's been going on with a bunch of people from a bunch of different areas for the last couple of years. They got that, they said if you had got pregnant during the pandemic, they was saying like, oh, them COVID babies. I think that's something terrible to say. Well, that's what they're saying. Not saying they had it, but they was born through the air during, pandemic. Well, there were a lot of YouTubers born then too, and but they almost seem like the virus. Some of them, you be like, what did you come in with? And then they'll be the ones sitting around. I can't stand what people doing. Didn't you bring that funky two-step in? Didn't you come in doing the Dougie? Didn't you invent the Dougie? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Harmony, hey sis. How you doing? Good morning. See, I gotta look up in these chats. I be missing my friends. But yeah. How come I don't see my harmony? But yeah, like I said, then she was sitting in that car and all the stuff she was spewing, she was doing it right in front of them. She was giving little Jag Legina the handbook on how to be on here and be a mess. But y'all playing a dirty daily game. Y'all keep sue me, sue me, sue me. Oh, don't worry, Pony. Y'all gonna catch y'all. As the Jag turns. I mean, this girl been on fire since January. I mean, she really been on fire since 2020. But she been on fire. And she just keep looking for places to set up shop. You know what I mean? She keep coming through, like trying to set up shop. She destroys everything around her. I mean, it's wash, rinse, repeat with her. Look, this is a woman who just This a woman who we just know the other day on the first had her mother's check, but we ain't seen her so much as mention her mother. And now we see her son ain't even with her mother no more because he's with her. So you got her check. You told us your husband took all your money, but then you told us you had enough money to put a down payment on the crib. But he said you're using the code to squat up in that crib. You said, no. I talked to Andrew. And we made a deal. We set a deal. What deal was that? Because you just told the kids when y'all was sitting outside the house, you needed to talk to the people to see because you had capital. You had capital. But then he said you can't put anything in your name, which I believe. Because I believe you ran every scheme, hustle, scam. Because remember, back in the day, wisdom told us that Jaguar is one of them people, and I know people who've done this, and I like that, who wants something like you order this food, then you make a big fuss so you can get it for free. You go to a place, you find a flaw, and you make a big fuss so they can give you discounts and free shit and perk shit. That's Jaguar. You that bitch. So I know you done squatted. I know you done paid deposits, got up in places and got out. Like she kept saying yesterday, we've lived in Dallas for 3 years as a couple. Well, that's funny because when you came on Nosy Ho, you have been married to Gerald almost a year. When we watched the video where you're cussing out your mother to see Sam, you had just married Gerald a couple of months ago because you were trying to introduce Sam to him for the first time. And you acted a fool. Gerald wasn't acting a fool. You acted a fool. And now you telling us all this stuff. You're telling your son to tell us stories of how he was in a corner crying because he was so scared of this man. But then you're telling your son why it would be okay for you to take him back. This is more confusing, and this is what causes psychological damage to people. Why you talking about, oh, girl being a bad mother as you sit in a car being a bad mother. That's literally what you were doing right there. And when you was asking your son to break down the story, your son said at one point you and Gerald were yelling at each other. So I think that fear when he was in that kitchen crying came from both of y'all and how you all were reacting to each other. So maybe he was afraid of not only what he would do, but what you might do. Because see, if you 187 him, you go to jail and he'd lose his mother. So he doesn't want that because he does love you. And one of the best parts is because he know you batshit crazy, he still love you for who you are because you're his mom. But you don't even see that. If all this terrible stuff was going on around him and now you're about to get this big old house and have your son, then be free. You should be happy. I could tell Goomba free because he seemed happy. He got a glow. He got lotion on his hands. He looked happier. Even if he ain't, he look happy. He looked like he really getting some. Because you told us he can't get it up. He licking his semen, just the nastiest stuff. You're like, girl, what? What? What is going on, girl? And why are you telling us every dark secret? Then you actually did a live yesterday. She did a live, y'all, and said she was going to confess his sins. That's not how sins work. You can't confess my sins. You can't pay for my sins. You can't. That's not how it go. That where they go like that. And who is he confessing to? Jag or the internet? So thou shall confess my sins to the internet? Fuck out of here. Get up out of here. Some people too YouTube in or internet in. Shaking it. Shaking it. How come I don't see my harmony? I know my heart. There she go. There she goes. I was like, dang, she done really put that lawsuit, got me blocked. I want you on my lawsuit. Legally, I love harmony. All right, my lawyer, hold on. My lawyer just came back in the room because Harmony, you weren't here early. I got one of them notes Jaguar I got from the mob. Heidi, call Gotti and them. Ask them if they got one of these, because if they ever got one of these before, because these supposed to be certified mob notes. You see that horse? This is dangerous. This is dangerous. I am threatened on the internet. And look at that broken heart. Hold on, you might not know it's a heart. You might think it's two question marks talking to each other. Hold on, I want you to know it's a heart. I mean, they wanted me to know. They wanted me to know. They wanted to put fear all in my heart. Y'all see them two kids playing? What kind of shit is this? Who wants to wake up to this kind of note? I had to put all my other lawsuits on pause when I got that note. So damn, Jaguar just sending out. Man, she got the militia out on us because they own her. You know what I'm saying? They after her. And you see what it said at the top of that note. You get one too. Y'all just like, damn, you get one. I get one too. I do too. And then look, Legina so doggone slow that somebody said to her in the comments while she's sitting on the line, somebody said to her in the comments, draw a picture of a horse. And she said, a horse? I've never drawn a horse before. Other than that one I drew for Jaguar in that picture. But I ain't never drew a horse before. But if you want, that would be a custom made picture because I said, girl, it's a joke saying you drew that horse that she picked up off that floor. And then wait, it's a piece of paper that these people put it on, right? And it's on the floor in front of the door where they at. Did they ring the bell? Like, did they drop the note, ring the bell, and then run off? Because how did you hear a piece of paper hit the ground? Or did your intuition? I mean, she got a feeling. She said, "Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Somebody at the door." And then went out there, and there was a note on the ground. I need to know how this went down. And then another thing Jag showed us yesterday was what she called her marriage license. Uh, and she told us that, I am married. I am married because Goomba said it. And y'all want to believe him. This the same man. Um, this the same man who told you that lie about the car, but I knew he had set the car on fire. I said, Jack, well, if you knew that, then you stupid because your insurance company is going to say, so you knew this information from the day of, but then you filed a complaint with us saying something different, which makes you lying in an insurance claim, which means not only aren't you getting shit, you're going to lose your insurance from Allstate that you let us know you was with. And Allstate don't play. Allstate would have been looking into that fire so good. Y'all both will go to jail. And then you had people that you had come out from Philadelphia to protect you, right? And these people watched Tim set your car on fire. What the fuck they protected you from? Nothing, because you and him set that car on fire. And I said that when it happened. I said that on my live. I said, we'll find out later. Um, we'll find out later. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look up Jag's marriage license she posted yesterday on her Instagram. Um, but yeah, she told us yesterday, we really are married. If y'all believe Tim, but you lied with him. You came on Sean Davis Ways and came on King Pains and lied with him. Went with his story. Went with how he had left because he was so drunk and y'all got into an argument. But now you saying he was throwing up. Now your husband was so drunk he was throwing up. Yeah, I was getting ready to have a threesome, and you couldn't even have a threesome because he was throwing up so much. But you let him drive off. Did you want to become a widow that night? Like, why? You want to endanger other people, make them a widow? Like, why did you let him drive off? Then you said he called you. Then he went radio silent. Then the next thing you know, he showed up. But when you were on there, you said that you called the Uber for him because you didn't want him driving because he was so drunk. Which one is it? So it sounds like you lied with him. So if we can't believe him and shouldn't trust him, I don't trust you neither. But I didn't believe you anyway. But then she showed us a marriage license. I said, "Oh shit, she got a marriage license. It's official." And here it is, guys. I got a copy of it. I went online. I went and got a copy of it. Here's the marriage license. I hope you guys can see it. This is their marriage license. And it was stamped. Oh, sorry. I can't see that part. I missed it. It actually had a real seal on it. So I knew it was official. I said, "Oh shit, they really married. They really married." Because that's an official seal at the top of it. Official, official. They're married. They're married. So now that we know that Jag, and see, they even signed it with they YouTube government names. And then at the bottom, it let us know it's really official. It says they did it. Heart. And it says, "I am married." So that's the certificate of marriage for you two. And so she showed us that last night. I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is official." That means you could sue him for absolutely nothing. You get the rights to absolutely nothing. And then she was saying shady shit like, "And when he die, I'm gonna make sure none of his family can go to his funeral." Goomba, run. Take your musty balls, according to her, and run and wash them. Wash all that car off you. Wash all that Jag off you. Because this is the same girl who I think, I said this, not today, I said this then. This is the same girl who might have been trying to get up with that young man, who we all know at one point was getting up with the whole leader of his cult, if you know what I mean. And all of them share one common thing. Wash yourself. Oh, girl, dirty. Oh, girl, nasty. Girl, you nasty. You done told us about more D's you've been on than ever. And then next thing you know, oh, how could I forget that y'all Goomba was threatening to release some S tapes he had on Jag. I was like, please don't release them, please. Like whatever you do, don't release them. Like don't. We don't want to see them. We don't want to see them because I have a feeling she's gonna be smoking cigarettes in all of them. I have a feeling. I have a feeling she's just gonna be just smoking away. Cause there's not one live she. I mean, just like she's sitting in the car with them chain smoking. I'm like, ain't nobody's windows down. Do they smoke too? Or they secondhand smoke, they say it's worse. They definitely getting it up in there. And even if I used to smoke in a car with people and the kids in them too. Didn't think nothing about it. But what I'm saying is, now, never. Never. Hold on, because I want to put this in here. Wait a minute. I see you. I see you, Papa. I see your dingy boy. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to put this in here so we can see it because you sometimes just gotta see it to believe it. Oh, okay, Nosy Woling. Hold on a second. Papa P. Papa P. You being too spot. I'm not gonna rub your bubs. Yeah. Bub. You are so spoiled. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let me finish on out there. Let me do it. I was Darren Boots. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm not rubbing it back. But that's it. That's it. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Love you. No, no. You're not gonna force somebody. Y'all, I never seen a rub slut. Oh, you rub him good, and here he come back. You act like he was walking away while you rubbing him. Now here he come back. Go on, yeah. Don't stop real good. Hold on. Let's put this in here. Okay, because you gotta see it. Wait a minute. Wait. Dang it. That's what I get for trying to. Okay. Not that one. But yeah, Jag was heated, y'all, yesterday. And like I said, Goomba didn't have on a shirt. He did not have. So he definitely looked like he was sleep in the bed with who he sleep in the bed with. I mean, that's all I could say. That's what he looked like. I can't even. There we go. Let's take this. Bam. Bam it. Bam it. Let me go in my comments and see what you're chatting. I'll do it later. But like I said, if you see Jack, okay. All right. See you later. Let me get him in comments, me. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Good morning, damn. But yeah, oh man, yesterday, then, oh girl, little Jag, I don't know about her. Everything she say she do, it's like, girl, you don't even know how to do it good. Like even when she's talking about celebrities, like so, even when she's talking about R. Kelly, her dad, she don't even be knowing the history of them or completely knowing who people are. So they say the name, she got to ask Jag who it is. Oh, that's such and such, or who is such and such. Don't you know? Wasn't you kicking it with him? Don't you know it's dad? She talked more about R. Kelly dad than I've ever heard anybody or R. Kelly talk about his dad. I'm like, dang, when they get that close? That you got that close to him. Then when she speak about Aaliyah dad, she don't even speak about the fact that he passed. Does she know when? She'll probably Google it today. So she could tell us tonight when he passed. Then she's still saying she the little girl from the picture. When I seen it the first time, I knew. When I seen and heard about her on TikTok, and I saw her the TikTok about that picture, I said she lying. Man, that picture was either in Word Up or Source. It's in one of them magazines about the fan who had the child with the name Aaliyah in it. Cause come on, I can't with this girl. I came with it. And then look, did not tell y'all last week that if y'all listen to that live that I posted that Danny put up with them videos in it, that Goomba, Jag, and old girl are sitting in the background talking about how Legina is lying and she full of shit, but that she make money. I told y'all listen to the background conversation. What did Goomba say he's getting ready to do on his channel? On the King's Corner, the King's Court, whatever it's called. What did he say he's gonna talk about? What did old girl say last night? Oh, don't worry, it's about to come out everything about Legina. Mm. Didn't I tell y'all when the car caught on fire, it was gonna come out that they set it on fire themselves? Mm-hmm. 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 Now we just waiting for when Jag and Legina get into it. These things are predictable. You should bet money. People should have been gambling like this a horse. 'Cause it's definitely gonna go. It's definitely gonna go down. Oh, Willow sending you some love. He done grabbed his rope. He said, I just play with my rope. He said, I'm gonna play with my rope. Right, because that's what she said. She said he wouldn't bathe for weeks. He wouldn't bathe for weeks because y'all up in that car. They would be in the car. Kid you not, I can't make this shit up. They'd be in the car with the window down doing a live, right? And the dog would be sitting there and they Jag and smoking. He's smoking. They smoking in the car with the dog. And the window open. And dog first just flying through the car as they driving. And they are eat, sleep, and living in this car every time. They so much on the road in the car all the time that sometimes they would be losing their reception because they moving. And Goomba would get so mad because they'd have to pull over so she could be on live. And she would say they're gonna pull over for like 10 minutes. She'd be talking for about an hour and they'd just be pulled over on the side of the freaking road. And see, back then Goomba wasn't calling himself no damn Goomba. That whole Goomba stuff did not come out at first. He was Gerald. And he wasn't, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't the big part. He was always just sitting on the bed. And that's what they in all these houses. What houses? I've watched y'all be at other people's houses, hotels, and in a car. And I've been watching that for 2 years. So when was this Dallas house they were sitting all in? And y'all want to throw in common law about I'm like, Jack, how could you be common? How could you even be considered common law? Y'all haven't stayed still in one place for the whole 3 years. Because we watched y'all on the road. Y'all was in Florida, Vegas. Y'all was in Florida, Vegas. Shit. Chicago. I mean, you've been everywhere. When was you sitting still in Dallas for 3 years? You was on the road. I mean, I guess you were on highways in Dallas, I guess. I don't know. The streets of Dallas, literally. They don't count that. You got to be under the resident. That's in both of your names. Not we lived under a roof together under Pookie's name. Because how do I know y'all really lived under that roof together? How do I know the whole time you lived under that roof together? Because see, if it was on paper, whether your husband didn't come home for 3 years, I could say he lived on this roof because for 3 years we was in a lease or agreement or bought a home together. We in it together. Anyway, but in Jag world, just say you married. You married. I ain't got all your legal benefits, but yet I can't get my name on your military benefits. But I got all your girls. I'm like, Liz, good morning, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Hold on, my grandbaby. Oh, yeah, I'm on. She was texting me, good morning. But yeah, I'm like, this girl just think we are a boo boo and the fool. And the fool. I'm good. I can't complain. Can't complain. How are you today, Liz? It's Taco Tuesday, ain't it? What is that salad? You make it with crab, ceviche salad. What is that salad? I'm thinking about making some of that. Yeah, I think that's what I want to make some of today. I'm about to eat some Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, jalapeno, and jasmine rice. That's what I'm about to eat right this when I get off of here. But but like I said, when you on here, some of the stuff that's okay on here is not okay just because it happens on here. One thing about life is it's always gonna be people doing stuff, but that don't make it okay. You know what I mean? When you saying it's okay, it's because you doing it. If you're not doing it, I'm not saying it's okay. But I'm always telling somebody, do you? Because I can't tell you how I'd react in the same situation. I'm telling you how I'm reacting now, and I'm telling you that I know I wouldn't react good, so I'm not here to tell nobody how to react. I know every action has a reaction. Oh, speaking of which, so yesterday somebody came into my comments, right? And they went into an old comment. You know, that's why I say this is some YouTube shit. And they came in saying how I was delusional about friendships because all they remember about me is I used to be a shitty friend. There's nobody gonna come tell you that. If we was friends, I wasn't a shitty friend. That's the truth. That's the truth. And when I've said I've been a shitty friend, I've been a shitty friend. Like, hey, I spent more time being in my depression or my anger than spending time with those who really love me. But if you listen, my friends are 30 years plus. And even if you listen to when I tell you I had a damn near 25-year friend who I don't mess with no more, I don't say nothing bad about them. And that's in respect. And in respect, they're doing the same thing about me. And it's not because they would come to dog me out, just like I'm not coming to dog them out. It's just in respect, like, no need to be talking about you. That simple. And you're not gonna have nobody from my life living this whole city with me that's gonna come up and say, "Oh, Danny, I remember when you was a shitty friend to all your friends," because that never happened. Now there's gonna be some people who say you treated me like shit, and I'll say to this day, I sure the fuck did, because I never disclaimed that. I never said I didn't. So you know what that told me? So this is some YouTube person saying some stupid shit that never happened in my real life. And people I know in real life, whether we liked each other, they didn't, they come under their name. They'd come in and say where the hell this happened at. They'd come in and say, hey, Dan, do you remember 1999? When do you remember 2000? Whatever. Do you remember yesterday when you did this? Yeah. Or they know we were never freaking friends. And that I never bullied nobody. So if we did have anything, you did something. So whether that's over or not, I mean, because I ain't got no enemies. I've said that several times. I ain't got no enemies. I don't have no enemies. So what world were they coming from? The YouTube world? Because on YouTube, I got lawsuits. I got enemies. I'm a user. I'm a broke. Don't have nothing. Stayed in the hotel. Little skank black girl. I'm a token Negro to all the white people on here who I'm kissing their ass. What? None of these things am I. Just like I ain't never been a shitty friend to my real friends. And that's actual factuals. And when I said I've been a shitty friend, it's spending less time than I should have. Not picking up the phone more and making calls when I should have. That's what I mean. So please miss me. Please miss me. Because otherwise, you're going to have friends say, Danny helped me raising kids. She was there for me. She was this. She was that. She was this. Oh, when Danny's mad, she's mad. Oh, Danny's made mistakes. Come on now. So I knew him. So at first I was gonna go ahead and go back and forth with him. But see, then that's when you know you YouTubing. Because only on the internet do I go back and forth. Didn't I tell you I don't never sit on my phone and let you yell, scream at me, and I sit there and listen to wait to speak? I get the fuck off the phone with you. I get what you're saying. I heard you twice the first time. I keep it moving. I just decided. I've just remembered that I'm one of the billionaires. So let's be. I'm gonna put it up here. So I'm leaving it up every day when I come on for forever. Oh, wait, hold up, wait a minute. What did I just do? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, when did I when? So look, when I read it, I laughed. And I'm like, why are they in a video from 7 months ago? Why? And then two, what friend and nobody I know in the real world who we ever had anything where they talking about me would sit and put a thesis to tell you a story. They'd make it real short. Man, 98 shorty. And I keep saying 98 because I want somebody to dare say that because then I know it's some YouTube person because they making up something. They making up something. And let me tell you something. If anybody was coming on here talking about something I did to them in the 90s, they can move around too. And they know I'd say that to their face. We're in the same city. Because if we got that, we in the same city. And if you knew me that long, you know I'm in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Same area, same zip. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not worried about that because I don't have enemies like that. I ain't worried about that. And I ain't worried about that because I know I'm connected to another thing happened to me. You think it'd be over because I was gone? It would just be getting started. Look, even Nemo just let you know. It just be getting started. Baby, man. Hold on, y'all, because I see you want to have a bark party. Yeah, but like I said, this must be somebody from the tube. Because nobody in my real life is like that. Nobody. There's not going to be some people who say, oh, she was bullying me because she was one of the cool. Nope. 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 My Facebooks are public. Go through them. Tell me if that's a person that you think that's not that, Booney. And see where you really gonna catch it. Your enemies ain't coming to your YouTube to get into it with you. They coming to your social media, it's like your Instagram. Go through, man. They public. None of them private. Go through them. You know what? Man. Unrealistic. Unrealistic. I'm looking around my shoulders about nothing. And if somebody had a grievance, they said they know where I be. Unrealistic. YouTube shit. That's YouTube shit. It's internet shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could bring it. I ain't never going. I definitely ain't on YouTube to start not know nobody. I also ain't biting my tongue. I also ain't, you know what I mean? I'm none of those. I'm not doing none of those things, and I ain't ducking shit. But I pick my battles wisely. I really do. But like I said, I had to laugh at it. That's how let me block this goofy. Cause see, some people say, "Oh, I ain't blocking all these people. They can say what they want. You can't say what you want." I just don't want to end up arguing something that don't even make sense. This ain't never nothing happened in my life. I'm not child. I'm not sitting around here with no secret. What's the secret? What's the secret? What's the secret you want to know? What you want to know? Hmm. What you want to know? What? What? What are inquiring minds? Baba, you know not to go in the closet. You know, no. Go, go. You know not to go in the closet. See, you got, Baba, your nails. All in my back. Right. That was your nails, Baba. Hmm. Baba. I know. Y'all, literally, he went out before I came on this live. I ain't trying to hear nothing from this dog with the heat is attention. So his yes. Mm, mm. But anyway, yeah, like I said, yeah, I block people because I just don't have time. I just don't have time. Let me tell you something. I block you on my phone. I block you mentally where when I see you, you just don't even exist. We in the same room and somebody say, did you just see such and such over there? I'm like, oh, they was in there. They like they was standing right in front of you in line. Because they don't exist. They don't exist to me. They don't. They don't. I can't hear them. And I only address what I want to. Shane, you better know how to let go. You better know. Okay, bub, you get kind of happy on somebody's leg. And the way you keep lifting that paw, it's like you think you're gonna climb on my lap with your big old self. And you're not. I mean, his face. Ooh, his face so cute. His face so cute. Yeah. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah, they goofies. It's a bunch. Oops. How did I shoot myself off camera? I didn't even touch the camera part. That's weird. I don't know how that happened because I sure didn't touch the camera. Yeah, it'll never take it. That's why I said I don't know what people think. They think if it came in here, trying to Goonie Google, it wouldn't light up all the way around here before we blocked you. Give you a nice little chin check, and baby, I just tell you. See, I'm not looking for BS. I'm not running around BS looking. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not frightened by people's multi-state lawyers that happen to be the first lawyer you look up. If you type in multi-state lawyers, that happens to be your lawyer. Girl, bye. Do you know how much it, baby, buy? It's like taking multiple flights. You ever flew from one state to another state back to another state? It's very expensive. But you could do it. You can catch multiple flights, but it's cheaper to buy them from state to state, to go into the state and buy them than to, but and that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Saving a dollar, but yeah, all these and then all these lawsuits where you can't say somebody's name. I can't defame somebody's character by making up stuff about them that could jeopardize their money and their flow of their business. But if I was saying true things, I would just be warning the public. I would. If you were out here spewing hate, threatening people's life, known for getting blueprints, known for cyber stalking and bullying, not thought to have done this, known to have done this. But most importantly, let's take that to the side. Sherelle, for real now, Sherelle and Perry can say they want, but I've had love for them. It was all the BS on such negative that just made me step back. All the women gotta be bitches, 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 bitches. Even if we talking about them on a show, we don't even know in person. They some bitch ass bitches. Like what? And somebody supposed to respect your wife? They're not going to because you opening the door. But you saying it's not going on your wife, which it shouldn't go on your wife. Nobody doing that. But you can't be doing it to somebody else's wife, sister, daughter. But anyway, but Perry. Amber wants to, and Perry, come on, you did the most lives on Amber. Calling out. Amber wants to introduce your wife to a man who wants all black men dead and shot in their back. She said she's good friends with your wife, but she's also good friends with him. He was just dropping M-bombs last night and she was in the chat. I think she's a mod for him. But if she doesn't, she definitely super chats and promotes him. So let's just say he was taking his money. And the FBI are looking into this guy. But let's just say he was taking his money to go buy ammunition to take out black men. She helps fund it. So Sherelle gonna meet him. Y'all gonna talk with him. I thought it'd be bad enough. I'm surprised Sherelle still talk to her when she's cool with John Yates. Since she made, I can't tell you what she's doing with him today, but since she made up with him several times when he made calls to call somebody for confirmation, he called her. His husband called her. She's in the background talking, and you all can't stand John Yates. Y'all say y'all still got a lawsuit on John Yates. Did y'all know your girl, your bestie, your homie still be kicking it with him? And she want to bring y'all around ski masks, and she's actually saying that on her platform. Y'all cool with that? You cool with that, Perry? I know you're not. I know in reality y'all don't like her. But what is? I hope y'all address that. Because for her to even have to throw y'all name out and talk, come on, he says he hates us. Even though I ain't no nigga in no form of the fashion. because it's an idiot. But now I can act a whole zip damn fool. But he says he hates her. And he hates black men. He don't hate the black woman like he do the black man. But she wants to introduce your wife to him. According to her. That's word on the curb. Watch out for her. Because didn't she bring John Yates in y'all life? Maybe she just want to bring a whole nother races in y'all life. Mm-hmm. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. You know, when you got a dog and you training them to pay attention, you tell them to watch them. Watch them people. Watch what's around them, and they gonna watch that thing that you want them to watch. Watch her. Watch her. mm. Mm. Why is she putting, like I said, they putting together a whole clan right before our eyes. Right before our eyes. Is that in the lawsuit? Is it in the lawsuit that sometimes when people talking about you, they talking about you because you are a threat to YouTube? You have been a cyber bully for years. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's a fact. They have set channels for years to try to let it be known what and who and what you doing. Yuck. Yeah, that's a big yuck. That's a big yuck. Like I said, I want to see this. I want to see this meeting of Sherelle, Ski, Amber, and Perry. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Yes. Good morning, peace and cues. I got to see that live. I got to see that one. Cause I'm sure as well they be dropping pictures of her grandfather's name, her grandfather's name and stuff all up in it. Cause it'd be that kind of live, girl. Just a live for the live of the live is please, please. Like I said, YouTube, y'all are just allowing anything, anything. Good morning, Just John. Good morning. Yesterday it was warm outside. Today it seems like it's gonna be a little cool. Well, it was cool out there when I went out there. Cooler than last night. Right, Ski. Right, come on. Ski, Sherelle, and Barry. Ski can do what he want to do, but like I said, she just wants to keep. Like I said, think of all the bad people brought in these so-called sectors. She brought them: John Yates, Jen Bailey. She won't leave Ski where he has an area. He has a place they cool with him. She want him everywhere else. She want him in areas that, you know what I mean? Then she'll be talking later, oh, the racist, the this department. You the only one running with him. Because even when you talk about the people over in other sectors that are so-called the racist people, you once was running with them too. So you run with racist mofos. Birds of a feather flock. Ain't that what y'all saying all over here? Or it only apply to certain people? Come on, man, get up out of here. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Come on, she's sending money to somebody who speaks like this. This the same man, he talked about her own son. Said he was sucking D in prison. He called her son the N-word. And she's still on his job. He said he would sleep with her daughter on her 8th. So I get him for her 18th birthday. And she still hang with him. Now he's going to now. Cloud chasing, name dropping. Mm-mm-mm. YouTube had a YouTube had a creator, and Scamber was her name. Oh, Lying, Lying, and lying was her game, y'all. There was a site called YouTube, and we gonna make her work. And it's not just for her. It can go for any of them that's coming on here lying, clout chasing, scamming, scheming, bullying. I don't give a damn. You don't have to like people. You can have but this bullying, this tactic of I'm gonna call you out, then I'm gonna run up and say, "Oh, no, I wanted you to fight like this." No, you wanted me to fight. You didn't care how I fought. You just wanted me to fight. Don't start a fire and tell it how to burn. Don't. But the fact that for 3 years this bitch has brought nothing but racial tension and trauma and stalking and doxing, I don't give a damn who followed. She started it. Like I said, skank. I can't. Just listening to it, I'm like, ugh, trash, trash. I ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody ain't gonna like me. I don't care. If you like me, you like me for who I am. If you love me, that means you love me for exactly who I am. And if you don't like me, I'm cool with that shit too. I ain't come on YouTube for validation. I ain't come on YouTube to make no new friends. But I opened myself to the experience of letting new people into my life. And just like in real life, sometimes when you do that, you meet good, you meet bad. It's called life. It's called life. It's called life. Please, this shit make me laugh. This shit is jokeable. These people are jokes. They movements are jokes. They movements are tactics of cowards, not bosses. Followers, not leaders. Cloud chasers. That's what it is. They everything they supposed to be taking to the police, they bring it to the internet too. Everything a lawyer so called they telling to us on the internet. I love you too. But it's trash. There's no other way to say it's trash. And I won't hesitate to say trash is trash. I'm not gonna hesitate. And like I told y'all, just like when I tell you when the minions come talking shit, I tell them go get their chief, go get the boss. You know who sent them, go get them. I don't care about these minions. It's the same thing. If I'm gonna talk about the problem, then I'm gonna get to the source. And when it comes to the source of the feds, this doxing with all these people, we name them all, Maria, all these people that connect to this one cipher that started with something that all starts with Amber. It don't start nowhere else. The people that followed her in, the people that when she turned on Jen, the people that when her and John fell out, her. Half of her enemies used to be her besties. Her. It's the same old thing. Jen Bailey been cray. She was monetized on cray. She gonna stay cray. It all starts there. That's where it starts. Look back. It starts there. I'm not saying that because I picked a team. I saw with my own eyes. When I came this way, because see, like I said, Amber wasn't with when she first came. She wasn't with. She was going to Auntie's advice. She had, like I said, been on cage, all these things, but she wasn't like in this area. There wasn't no solid area. So now what she was doing on Instagram stuff, I can't tell you because I wasn't on there with her. But when I started coming around and seeing all these different people that I had never heard of and watching, I remember when she was on Sea with Moons talking about, bro. I mean, like I'm telling you, just watching her come back in. But when I first came, it was watching where she was at. I was just seeing what she was doing because I did think she was a racist. I did. And I thought she played on black people and played with the racism that plagues America and used it to boost herself because everything she always talked about was numbers. Was numbers. As she had been doing this for this long on Instagram and she couldn't break 500 subscribers. Everything with her was a clout chase. But she didn't realize she was chasing clout on the back of a society that one was going through George Floyd, getting ready to go through George Floyd. Then we had other situations that had racial tension during a pandemic, but she didn't care. She didn't give a damn. And I watched her go from platform to platform telling people about calling the feds and how you got this thing and she had got it ICD or whatever on Lisa, baby girl Lisa. And she was doing this and that she was still talking to Usman and that she had found out Usman had another woman out there who was pregnant. I mean, she was running gossip. Then when her and Sherelle broke up, and Sherelle was telling us, like, man, she was trying to get up with my contacts. She was doing this. She was still going under my email. She was doing this. Then, like I said, Sherelle and them let us know she got the pictures out there. She passes them around. How come these same pictures keep going to all these dudes? The picture's been there since 2012, but it wasn't until suddenly when you started being able to actually talk to people, they started coming out. Okay, whatever. What else? What else? What else? What else? But Sherelle was telling us all of that. She was telling us your husband, like I said, was a computer tech, that you was getting blueprints, that you stalk people, that you got a team of people. This is what you do. This is what you're doing. That's what you do. And even when you try to call yourself throwing Terry Lynn under a bus, it let me know that is what you do. You do connect yourself with people that you think can get you information on taking people down. And so your whole process be to use them for that. But it still sticks to that's what you do. That's what you do. You sit around and you play everybody video to critique and break them down. But then your videos to be broken down and everything is so sacred. Everything with you is so sacred. Like I said, you protect John Yates. You told John Yates that his mother took her life because she wanted to get away from him, this 9-year-old little boy. And that's your boy. That's your boy. We all know when he tried to take his life, one of the main people, he said it himself was you because of you and what you were doing to him. But that's your boy. That's what I said. Whoa, wait. Perry, y'all, please tell me y'all not. Please. Please. Tell me y'all not. I know they not. I know they not finna get up with him. They not finna talk with him. But if she so much as say his name to them, if she said, Sherelle, if she's ever so much as IG'd you and said, like, I got a friend named Ski or my buddy Ski or Ski, she's talking about a full blood racist. And I'm not saying it because I don't like him. I'm saying it because he said it himself. Like, she talking to somebody. Like, wait, she talking. But anyway, but yeah, no, man, I slept all through the day yesterday. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, sis. Yes. Yesterday, I'm telling you, I was in and out of sleep. It was like letting my body rest. But I've gotten to a point, like even with today, I've gotten to a point where, yeah, you might want to do something at a time. And it's not that I'm not going to do it. But the first thing I have to do is make sure everything I do is take care of myself and the things I have to do. I also want to show y'all a video because I finally got that TV up on the wall in my studios. Yes, like I said, get my lights. I'm really getting excited about my studio and my um what is it called? Dang it. My noise isolator for my microphone. I needed to attach it to my desk. And I finally got it attached. So I'm so excited. I don't watch ski. Not at all. But yesterday while watching Brooks, Ski had went live and was saying, this is regular talk on black people. And he was dropping like it was hot. And guess who was up in that home fried home skillet? You know, the activists or the, you know what I mean, for the Black Power movement. Girl, bye. That's why when she said, when that whole thing, when she came friends with John Yates, she said, what y'all need me to protect? Girl, you ain't never protected nothing. What did you stop? You didn't stop John Yates from saying the N-word. He probably dropped it with you a few times on the phone. What did you stop? What did you stop? You didn't stop that Lisa said it about Usman. You didn't stop it. What did you stop? What movement have you done? Nothing. 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 You done managed to go to several different areas, and in each area, somebody was talking about your husband's deceased wife. You know why? Because you probably put that shit out there. Somebody got your same pictures of you in lingerie. You know why? Because you put it out there. Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't watch Ski. I let him have his channel, but I mentioned his name when to mention that, Nikki is always doing her scandalous Nikki shit. It ain't new, it's old. How she gonna do it, what she gonna do, all that shit's old. And so nah, that was it. That's how I know about that. Mm-mm. I don't watch her. But I don't need to watch her to know that been doing this shit for years. I don't need to watch her to know that no matter how many chances you give her, she's going to think this is the way to move because she's decided this is what get her whatever it gets her. I don't know what it gets her because it sounds like it a family tortured. You know what I mean? They done talked about your deceased father-in-law. They done talked about your kids. They done talked about your stepson in jail. They done brought his records out. They done talked about your husband's ex-wife. They done so much as said there was an account you were under your husband's ex-wife, but you said it wasn't. But that's how much they done set up channels for you, girl. They done, if every, what is it you need from me, Lassie? What do you need? Low. Hey, Low. Take Nina out because I see he must have to go out again. He just went out. I mean, that boy teams who merch. It's got to be. I'm like, it's got to be that, and I'm not even going to ignore it because I'm gonna wrap this up. But I'm also not gonna throw this off. But saying hello, and like I said, I got 30-year partners. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no. I had to think about that. Who would say that? Nobody. That's some YouTube shit. That's some YouTube. I'm a real mofo. And even when that's what I told y'all see how on this channel, when I'm telling you the real, I'm gonna tell you really who I am. And if I lost my whole cool, I'm gonna do it right here. And I'm gonna stand in me losing my cool. The most I'm gonna be mad is that I allowed myself to lose my cool. Cause I ain't never been no saint, never said that, but I've never been no shitty friend where we talking about it like that. What's up? I didn't know if it was that. I thought he was trying to say you gotta go out there. Or you wanna eat? I know he ain't in here stalking me to eat right this day. I know that boy is a mess. Is it noon? Look, it's told y'all this dog is timely. It's almost noon. You wanna eat or go? Or he can eat then go out. Yeah. The duties of a Nino never stop, y'all. I promise y'all, it just never stop. It's a non-stop Nino. I'm gonna have to get a letter for him. Heidi, I don't know if you had stepped away. Did you see the when I showed the proof of Jaguar's marriage certificate? Because she had showed it on there. I showed a screenshot of it. Did you see that? Oh, Low is my buddy Lowe's. That's my buddy Lowe's. And he's over here today. That's my buddy Lowe's. That's my partner. His family. That's my homie. Been my homie for almost 30 years. That's what I said. I got long time friends. They family. That's Low. But no, my buddy Low is here. And so he know when he here, he ain't an assistant. So I'm gonna need you to grab me right now and take me. But yeah, no, this is the thing. It said they did it, Jag and Goomba. And it says it's YouTube official. That's the seal. They married. They married. Oh yeah, I love me some Nino. But like I said, didn't you see he was? I was like, wait, Nino went out right before I went live. You don't go out every hour and a half. But he was saying half past noon. That means it's time now for lunch. Tell y'all, this dog don't know time, but he know time. You know what I mean? Like he don't know time, but he know it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But that's my dog. That is my dog, and now he's sitting there so patiently waiting. He's so. But yeah, no. Nah, but that's who Low is. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. Yeah. And like I don't mean that, when you're young, that's my buddy, but that's my dip, that's my no, I'd say that. That's my buddy, that's my homie, that's my brother. Actually, that's my aid and assistance when you're around me. That's my security guy. That's my what's the mods called at the club? Bouncer. That's my bouncer. You know what I mean? And that's what that is. So yeah. But nah, he put my TV up yesterday for me. Yeah, like I said, I was in and out of going to sleep yesterday. But yeah, I'm telling you, hey, these streets, and people be mad you saying something about what you're doing right on the thing. Like, it's what's going on in our face. You know what I mean? Right in our face. That's what's going on. Cool. He's such an attention slut, though. He's an attention whore. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. I told y'all when his paws crossed, don't trust him. Don't. I don't. I don't. Yes, thank you, thank you. That's why I even had to say that because I was like about that comment in my thing because I'm like anybody who know me in real life know it ain't like that. If I've been a friend, I've been a real friend, and I tell all my homies they know it. If I call you my brother or my sister, I got siblings. I got a twin. I got brothers. I love them to death. I know that we aren't actually siblings. I love my siblings. So if I call you I know what it's like to love a brother or a sister. You know what I mean? So I mean it. That's what I said. Trust me, ain't nobody coming up and talking about I wasn't their friend. Because anybody in my real life know if I treated you like shit because I ain't like you, I'm not apologizing for that shit. Period. I don't give a fuck what platform you come on and say it. I don't. And if you talking about some shit happened 23 years ago, man, I'm gonna need you to get over it. Like it wouldn't happen, but none of my friends, even if I had downfalls or mistakes in our friendship, in my life, if they were ever really my friend, they would truly know. Look, dramatic. He's so dramatic. He is so. Would you eat and just shut it up? He is so dramatic. He got to do the funky two step every time, y'all. It's every time. He got to dance. He got to dance. I wouldn't know what to do if Nino went to eat and wasn't dancing. Yeah, but nobody in my real life because that ain't happened. That ain't happened. I told y'all on here I had a 25-year friendship, and we ended our friendship, and we ain't on them terms. We still in the same city, on the same buses, can see each other in the same places. Anybody I know who real, if they got something to say, they say it to you. They don't jump on no line and say shit. And anybody in real life know when you know who you got is, and you go, oh, that probably is. Nah, never happened. It never happened. Never happened in my whole life. Nope. Not gonna be the tell. Not gonna be the tell. Some people gonna tell you, yeah, I've been cool with Danny since we were 9 years old. Known Danny since she was 4 years old. I'm still gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, Danny always been silly. Danny always been funny. Danny always cared and would always been Ace Ventura. It's gonna be shit like that. They ain't gonna come tell you no doggone Danny cheated her friend. That's that shit said in my comments that I treated my friend shitty. That's they remember. What friend? What friends was I treating shitty? Hmm. Hmm. Which one? Which one? Talk about it. Call it out. When I first came on this channel, an ex-friend of mine who whole sued my family for falling in my backyard. He came into my comments and my chat and gave me nothing but motherfucking respect. And you know what else he did? He came up under his real motherfucking name. Because people know I don't play the figure it out game. I don't play the who done it, who did it. I don't give it. If you don't want to come out and say it, I don't play subliminal messages. I don't play that type of shit. So, like I said, nobody in my real life. And look, I'm still in these real hill streets, yo. They wouldn't bother to come talk to me on YouTube. They bump right into me somewhere. They come on here and say, I just seen you yesterday on Boop Boop. And you know what I'd say back to them? The next time, say something. And let's keep it moving. And that don't make me invincible. That don't make me the toughest person in the world. It just means that type of shit don't shake me. It just don't shake me, period. I'm more shook with walking down the street and getting caught up in some shit that ain't had nothing to do with me, and I just had to be walking down the wrong place, and I ever be shook on that. Period. I don't make enemies like that. Check my resume, bitch. And if I ever treated you like shit because you wasn't shit, sorry you still thinking about it. No apologies here. It's that simple. Because when I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I am a whole Scorpio Sagittarius. You better know I don't give a fuck when I don't give a fuck. For real. I'm not, like I said, I'm going to talk some real life. They talking about, oh, yeah, I was watching this thinking you're delusional because all you've ever been, I remember back when you was a shitty friend to everybody. Who's everybody, boo? When? When, bro? Tell me. Tell me why. And let's just say I was a shitty friend at a point. If I'm still friends with them, could I still be a shitty friend? And that's why we still friends? Oh, yeah. Come on. This don't even make sense. Like, that's not like this somebody from the internet. Because they making up something. They must be speaking about what they did to their friends. Claudia, how you doing? Because it wasn't me. I thought you saw me on a YouTube. It wasn't me. Come on, baby. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Must have been your life. It wasn't me. But I don't want them to think I blocked them because they told some truth. No, their name was Jingo Vision, and I kind of felt like it was a play of words on Django, and I didn't know, so it was like Jingo Vision. So no, it wasn't that I was scared you were revealing the truth. It was I didn't feel like arguing with somebody who's making up shit. Only on YouTube is somebody looking for your enemies that don't like you, baby. I can tell you people that don't like me. I could take you to them and show you how much they don't like me, but they still ain't gonna hold no conversation disrespecting me, just like I'm not disrespecting them. I don't make enemies like that because I'm not running around getting into it with people like that. That's these people that's getting on tour with people like that on here. Y'all got enemies everywhere y'all go. People can't stand you. Your own family don't fuck with you. That's you. That's you. That ain't me. That ain't me. My blood family on either side of the road is about that motherfucking life. Legally, illegally, honestly, every way you can be. So I don't sit and play these kind of games with nobody. So I'm not gonna play YouTube games with nobody. So like I said, whoever sent that Jingle Vision, sorry that I treated you like shit. Cause I don't even know who you are. And since you pussy enough to not tell me who you are, fuck whatever I did to you. Like whatever it is. And if you from YouTube and you caught them feelings from me, Hey, not sorry. I ain't gonna say sorry. Not sorry. Because the only people on here on YouTube that I said something about deserve everything I said about them. And I didn't say bad things. I said what they did. When's it a crime to repeat what somebody did? Not what I assumed, what I saw you do with my own eyes. What I heard you say with my own ears. That's how I feel about it. Like I said, I don't got no beefs on YouTube or in the world. I don't. Only beef I got is when I'm eating steak, ground beef, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. But I ain't got no beef. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I sure don't. Mm-mm, it was with a J. It was Jengo. Jingo Vision, Django Vision, Jingo, however they wanted to pronounce it. But I kind of felt like they wanted to say Django. But I ain't no free slave. I was born free. My mama was free. My grandmama was free. You got me fucked up. So like I said, that's YouTube stuff because it go racial. You know, their nickname against you will be something like some racial stuff or something. Who knows? I don't know. Because once again, I don't feel bad about being black, so you can't make me feel bad by saying negative stuff about it. Yeah, it was Jingo. It was Jingo. Yep. Yep. But like I said, spook, nope. Is it a troop? Nope. Did it happen? Nope. Could I care less if you? Nope. you know. Anyway, anyway, from my past, come on. People know in the last like even 10 freaking years, my circle's so small, it's a freaking period. And that's to keep me from doing dumb shit, not because I'm judging other people. So anybody be talking to me and be talking about someone 20 years ago, think I give a damn about it? I don't. I don't. And that tells me how far you are out of my life that you still talking about something like that. That's why I'm like, Go eat, Claudia. I need to go eat. I need to go eat because it's noon now. I need to. Ooh, eggs roast. Wait. And I was literally about to say, what did you go eat with the eggs? And then you like roast. I'm like, roast wins. You got potatoes with it. I was, like I said, I want to make that salad, make it the crab, cucumber. I'm putting a little jalapeno on mine. Y'all know I'm a jalapeno fanatic, so I throw it in just about everything. Um, well, I was thinking about making one of those, and I kind of want to eat it on a taco shell with like a hard taco shell with some sour cream on top of it and guacamole. I kid you not how to do. So I'm thinking about making that, but I kind of want some corned beef. But I think I'm gonna wait and corned beef over the weekend because I don't work this Saturday. I'm going to see my auntie because since I only work Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday night. But since I only work those days, I haven't seen my auntie in a couple of months. I want to see my auntie definitely, definitely too before I go into surgery, and that's coming. Each week we get to an end is a week closer to me going to surgery, so I'm like, oh, I got to see her. I got to get this tooth pulled before my surgery. Ooh, homemade chicken soup is always the best, especially like the second day, the third day, because some stuff get better as those flavors get even. Oh, like to me, spaghetti is always best the next day. So which one you gonna do, Claudia? The eggs or the roast? Oh, I just work at a restaurant around the corner. I got terrible vision, bad eyes, so I had to do something I could memorize. And actually, I wasn't looking for a job. I have not worked in 2 years, and I've been fine. But I wasn't looking for a job, and I went in one day to get a gyro. Tina actually had told me about a gyro. She was thinking about a gyro. I went and got a gyro. And when I got it, my buddy, because I've been going there for years, when I came in, he asked me, was I getting better with my eye? And I was like, oh, we're seeing what's going on with it. But I was telling him, I was still looking for a place and I was at the hotel. And he was like, oh, that's just money coming out. And he was saying, oh, you know what? I'm short right now and I really need like an extra cashier and somebody I could trust. And would you come in? I said, well, I can't do too much because one, I'm on this bus, and two, I got a bad eye, so it's only so much I can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna overstrain my eye, and so that's what I do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'll be doing until I go into the surgery. But yeah, so that's what I do. I work at a little restaurant. But yeah, so like I said, and I work off memorization, so memorize the whole, the whole register, and works easy. It's so close to my crib that it don't take me more than 2 minutes to walk to it. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody up in there for years. You know what I mean? Not in super personal levels, just knowing them for years, so it's not an uncomfortable place. Everybody, and once again, in there love me. When I had a falling out, that's been squashed. Motherfucker got their place to be in, and they in it. You know, I love crockpot. I love crockpot meals. Um, but yeah, no, so that's what I do. So it always has some money coming in for all the money going out. A 2 hour drive, yo. Oh, that's 4 hour commute back and forth. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you have the long commute. Well, we'll definitely be keeping you lifted tomorrow for your appointment and for your long commute. Sure. That's why my man, y'all, I'm hoping, I'm praying that when I had this cornea transplant, that the recovery is going good. Cause like right now, this eye is doing great. Anybody who's been here with me for this whole journey know these last couple of months that I've went without my sunglasses is the first time since I had surgery I went without sunglasses. So like, man, man, like it's a blessing. But this eye is so much better. My right eye is so much better than it was. So I'm praying that it doesn't take a 2 year transition for my left eye, and I'm praying that it heals fast, and by summer I can go on ahead um, and get back driving. Because the only reason I'm not back driving is because my driver's license expired and I can't renew it until I can do the vision. Can't do the vision until they can clear me with something to put on my eyes so I can pass the vision test. And so once I can do that, I can go on and get back to driving. Like I said, the getting in the car, that's the easy part. Like I said, but it's being able to. 'Cause one thing about me, even in my worst times, I never drive illegally. So I never drive without insurance. I never drive without a license. Now I did drive on a suspended license, and I didn't know it. And that was because people got a bunch of tickets on my car, unpaid tickets, and I got my license suspended. No, I had to find that out. But anyway, no, I stay on that. I don't get moving violations. You know what I mean? I got one in my life in the '90s. Like this type of shit just don't happen. Because even when I got caught on the that my license was suspended, I got a nice enough officer that when it happened, they oh, my thing about to die. Hold on. But I got a nice enough officer that they just told me about it and told me I need to go straighten that out. And I said, "How's my license?" And I got it right here in my pocket. As I told, I was like, "My license suspended. Gee, I got it right here in my pocket." Oh, but yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, like I said, so yeah. Oh. I have one green now. I'm telling you, and so I'm just hoping that this surgery. I'm praying. Like I said, I'm ready for the worst because I feel like I went through the worst. Like I couldn't imagine what like on um the recovery side, what could be worse than the worst things I went through with this. Like I said, with this, I ain't gonna boom. You done went out. You went out. You had to take a boot on the side of the boogies. Okay. Um. I had cysts on this eye. After I had several cysts on this eye that they've removed, but luckily I haven't had any that was so bad that I had to like go into surgery to have them removed. They all been able to be removed inside of the eye doctor's office and with tweezers. And so, but I've had a few cysts on this eye. I have had where it was so messed up, it would just completely go blank. It could be wide open and I couldn't see anything. Like go completely blind in my eye, like with it open. I've been through, like I said, I wore a patch on it for about 6 months. I did 8 months of straight steroids on it. I've been through the fluxes with it. So I couldn't imagine what could happen that would be worse. So I'm prepared for the worst, praying for the best. So I'm prepared for what could be the worst. And like I said, 2 years of it. I still have stitches in my eye that will be removed when I get my new cornea. So I got my surgery originally in August of 2020. We are in 23. So in August of 23, it'll officially be 3 years since I had my first transplant, and I'm going into my second transplant already. And when I had my first transplant, I was told that I had the keratoconus in my eye, in both eyes, but that my left eye probably wouldn't be until like my late 50s or something where they'd even be talking about it. That's a lie and the truth ain't in it. Because like I said, within 2 years, it got so bad that they're like, no, we got to remove it. It's just going to get worse. It's not getting better. It's getting to be where your other eye was before the surgery. So, you never know. You never know. You never know. Mm-hmm. Bye, Claudia. Safe travels tomorrow to your appointment. We'll be sending good vibes your way. Good vibes, prayers. Did he bring his rope? Get your rope. Yeah, he went flying after the rope, girl. I can't with that dog. I can't. I got a dog for sale. His name is Nee. His name is Nee. Here he come. He coming back with the rope. The same rope I just said, get out of here with. Here he come. Y'all just so bad. Here he come. Nino, get your rope out of here, bud. We not about to play. How is he just what? Y'all, I think I abandoned this dog. Y'all, I spend more time with him than anything else in my life. Get your rope. Y'all, he think we playing. Bubba, no, we not. Bubba, yeah. Welcome to my world, but I love him. I love him. It's crazy. See how. But yeah, like I said, today I'm just gonna be super chill. Yesterday I was a little too chill because, like I said, I was in and out of going to sleep. But it's what my body needed, so it's what my body got. I like to take care of my temple first because I've not taken care of it for so long. Not sleeping, stress is a silent killer. Stress is the thing that gets most of us, no matter how healthy, how thin you are. That stress. So I'm just tired of doing that. I'm tired of just burning the candle on both ends all the time. I just can't do it no more. I don't want to. I could. I just don't want to. I don't want to do it no more. But yeah, like I said, so today is gonna be a chillax day for me. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna go with the flow today. Like I said, there's a couple of the lives I was watching last night that I didn't watch all the way through, so I'm probably finish them up. What else do I plan to do today? Like I said, I want to make that salad. I just have a taste for that salad so bad. But the thing is, I like to make the salad and eat it the next day because it's just something about it the next day that's even better. So if I make that today, that's not what I'm eating today. Unless I make it now and then I eat it later and then I eat some tomorrow. But I don't know because I don't like to just make it and eat it. I like for the flavors to together. Together. And I need to go get some Old Bay. And that's really about it. That's really about it. And at first, I was gonna make uh, some shrimp and crab stir fry. I don't know, y'all. I don't know because it's Taco Tuesday, so it kind of make me want to eat something taco-y. So it makes me want to go back to the salad because I want to eat it on taco shells for some reason. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. I was, he is a character. I'm telling you. And I always got something with him where I'm filming with him or something. Because I say people ain't going to believe it. Ain't going to believe it. Sometimes I say, I'm going, well, when I put up the rest of my cameras I have, I'm going to put one in here. Because like I said, that's how you catch it better. Catch that recording. Because it's like it's not even, you didn't even plan it. And here you go. Here you go. That's me. He's a character. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He is a character. Nina. Here's pause. Here you go. You want to come say goodbye to everybody? You want to come tell me your Russell Simmons voice goodbye? Come here, bud. But look at it on Snapchat. Come in, Nina. He's so flaky. Look, I said, come here. He gonna go all the way around. Nina, where you going? What? I can't. We over it. We over it that quick, y'all. Over it. Because I'm telling you, get attention. He come. Hey. Hey, you. How many times somebody gotta call you, huh? Bubba, don't you turn your back on me. Can I get a kiss? Can I get a hug? Can I get some kind of affection? I love you so much, boo. What would I do without you, boo? Huh? What would I do without you? Oh, that'll get you a kiss. How come I gotta tell him I love him to get a kiss from him? Now he gone. He gone against rope, y'all. I can't do it. He got too many moves. I can't. He back. Nino, are you back with that rope? Why are you back with that rope, Ning? Special blessing touch. Get that rope out of here, but let me get it. No. He got his paws crossed, y'all. Don't trust him one bit. Get out of here with your paws crossed. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get. Where's your stuff? Get out. Get your stuff and get out. Give me that rope. Give it to me. Take it with you. Take it with you. Get out. Get out. So as you guys can see, it's gonna be a rough one today. It's gonna be a rough day for me. I got me. I got his rope. I got his toys. He's in my bed. He has to go. He must go. Him and his rope. So look, if you really want to play this, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna have to show y'all one that Nino, not only he's a sweetie, but he's definitely been trained to be a dog. And Nino can literally, let's tell people, we trained for the revolution where I'm from. So Nino could clear a 6-foot gate without running up on it. And if you don't believe me, I'll make a video. I'm not gonna have him clear a gate. I'm going to have something in the air, and without him running up on it, you'll see how high he can jump on his own. But is he tearing that rope in my bed? He got to go. You in this rope. Get out. Bub, here. Go get it. Go get it. Hold on, let me see. Wait, let me see. Bub, wait, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let go. Let go. No, let it all the way go. With your paw too. With your paw. Be nice and let me have it. Get your paw off of it. Thank you. Let me get it, okay? Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, guys. We're out of here before he comes back because he will be back. He will come flying through this house with that rope. It's just a day with Nino. I'm sorry. Welcome to my world. I'm going to have peace today. I'm going to have peace. I'm not giving it to Nino. I'm not doing it today. Thank you for coming, everybody. Do not forget to be good to each other because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know. You never know what somebody got to deal with on a daily. You don't know. And if I don't see y'all later in somebody else's chat, I will see you all later on here. If not later, I'll see you in the morning. I love you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in and loving on me and loving on each other. Phone's going on. Let me see who that is. All right, guys. I'll see you later. He says, God bless you and good night in his Russell Simmons voice. And he is out of here. See ya.